kick against the bricks. I'm not going to let someone say doctrines about that. But now when it all began, first mention principle, it is difficult for you to kick against the bricks. And then God showed him all the things he must suffer for what? For the gospel. And then Paul begins suffering. And then Paul comes and writes about all the things which will be our portion and the revelation of Jesus Christ. And Paul is saying there is something you are lacking. Just one thing, a revelation of him. Just one thing is missing in the church, a revelation of him. And then there was a man, his name was John. He was a forerunner unto Jesus. He ran before him. He prepared the way. His name was John. He was his cousin. John means grace. Grace ran before. Grace prepared the way. And Jesus is coming. So now John is preparing the way. John is the son to Elizabeth and Zechariah. What is Elizabeth? It means Elizabeth. It means oath. Elishab is taken from Elishab. What does that mean? It means God, my oath. So Elizabeth, it means God, who is my oath. And what is Zechariah? It means God has remembered. So now John is the son of Zechariah and Elizabeth. These two, they come together and they produce a son. His name is John, his grace. So Zechariah, God has remembered. But Elizabeth, God is my oath. So God has remembered his oath. God has remembered himself. And because God has remembered himself, because God has remembered the Son whom he sent here in the earth, whose name is Adam, the Son of God, God has remembered himself. And when God has remembered himself, he sends forth grace. And then John is the forerunner. And there was another John, an apostle. He was the follower. So there is John the follower, and there is John the forerunner. This one is forerunning, preparing the way of Jesus. And this John, he identifies the Lamb. And behold, the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world. He's identifying him. And behold, here he is the Lamb who takes away the sin of the world. Behold him. And then came John, the apostle. John the apostle. And then John the apostle, he comes and he writes unto us the revelation of the Lamb. John the prophet identified him, and here is the Lamb